That's right. Halloween is coming. And here we are again. Jason Grandon with the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister team. For those of you watching on video, it is the LockBox.TV. For the rest of you, it is the Arizona Real Estate Showcase podcast. Hey, we are back again. I hope you guys have been enjoying some of the podcasts. We've had some great guests. Last week's guest was Mark Fincham, who's running for Secretary of State. And I did get a couple emails regarding this. They're like, Jason, how come you keep bringing on all these political people? And as you know, we do not do politics on the show. But the reason I bring the politic people on, the people running for things, because as an Arizonan, it's important to get to know the people that are running for different positions or that are elected and stuff like that. So we don't take a side. We invite everybody on. Not everybody accepts, just so you know. But they get invited, and I want them to come on the show and talk to you about why Arizona is the best place to live. And it absolutely is the best place to live. So, hey, we are mid-October. We're 15, 16 days out from Halloween. Weather has been absolutely perfect. There is not a better spot in the country than the weather right now. In fact, the windows are open in the house. At night, you can sleep with the doors kind of open, and you get that breeze. Air conditions off, so you can save a ton of money on your electric. So a lot of good things happening as we go into October. So the other thing that we're getting to is the market. How is the market doing? All right, listen closely. Here's the way the market's working. It is a hot real estate market. Buyers, yes, you want to buy a home now. Okay? Sellers, we'll get to that in a minute, actually. Let me deal with the buyers first. So buyers, this is the biggest thing we get right now. Oh, I don't want to buy right now because I think the market's going to change and the prices are going to come crashing down. Well, first of all, the prices are not, I repeat, are not going to come crashing down. And even with the inflation that we're starting to see, you're not going to see a decrease of a house go from $400,000 to $250,000. It's just not going to happen. Plus, we got 300 people a day moving here. So if you're in a position to buy or you're not sure if you can, call me up. We've got some great lenders. VIP Mortgage is one of them. Denise McManus is another. We've got a couple great lenders. We'd like you to interview with them. Talk to them, and they'll tell you your path to buying a home. It's not as bad as you think. But, if you can buy, you need to do it now. Interest rates are so low that if you buy a $400,000 house today with 3% interest, and let's say interest rates climb to 5%, then you're not going to be able to buy that $300,000 house because it's going to price you out of the market. So you got to take the good with the bad. Yes, you're probably paying a premium for a house right now. Flip side of it is you got a low interest rate. Whereas if you get a house in a lower market, maybe it doesn't have as much equity, but you got a higher interest rate. So purchase the house now if you can. And I'm telling you, for those of you that sit there and say, oh, I can't buy right now because I don't have a down payment or this or that, wrong. There's so many programs out there. You don't necessarily need the down payment and all this other stuff. So call us up, Jason Grandon, the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. Let us help you sell your house. In addition, we have this new program called the No LOCKBOX Listing. Okay, what is the No LOCKBOX Listing? For those of you that have been listening to the podcast, Arizona Real Estate Showcase and the Lockbox, you know what it is. For those of you that are new, let me tell you, you've got all these different programs out here. All these realtors always come up with these gimmicks to get you to call. But here's the fact of the matter. Realtors are supposed to work for you. You don't work for them. We work for you. So when you hire the Grandon Group, we come out. And, of course, if you want to do a lockbox, we're happy to do it. The No LOCKBOX Listing is where we, our team, myself, my sister, or somebody on the team, actually show up at every single showing that you guys have at your house. Every single showing. Who better to sell your house than the people you hire? It's kind of like a no-brainer. It's unbelievable that people don't catch on. Oh, I'm going to hire my sister's best friend's cousin's brother. He just got his real estate license, and I'm going to have him sell my house. No. Whoever works for you, we make good money in real estate, but we work hard for it, and it's not easy. So let's not confuse that. But you need to have somebody that is selling your house. Oh, hey, I've got John's house here. Yes, there's no clubhouse in this community. This community has this and this and that. This house, just different things that somebody coming from another part of town probably doesn't know about your house. So it's always important to do it. So our no lockbox listing doesn't necessarily cost you any more money. In fact, it doesn't cost you anything. It's just a reassurance that somebody's always there. So if your house is getting shown 100 times a day, guess what? We're there, as it should be, because we're working for you. All right. Sellers. Do I sell my house right now? And what's the downfall if I sell my house right now? Well, honestly, if you're selling your house right now, the biggest issue is trying to find you another house. And that's just the facts. But it's a great time to sell your house right now. Clean it up. Let's get some stuff done to it, and let's make some good things happen. Sellers, you could just throw your house on the market and go with one of these discount brokerages and just get your house sold, because it's kind of that type of market right now where everyone will buy it. But make sure that whomever you use, which it should be the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister team, that you get the full marketing program. Don't let these little gimmicks and stuff throw you off thinking you're just getting a high dollar. So if your house is $400,000, odds have it right now, depending on where it's at and the condition, you're going to probably get closer to the 450 mark on it. But you have to work at it. The realtor has to work at it. That means they've got to do some marketing. They've got to get great pictures. iPhone pictures are not good pictures. Hire professionals. If they can't afford to do it, hire a realtor that can. It's really important that your marketing materials set your house apart from everything else that's out there in the neighborhood. And hey, you'll be amazed. Also, as much as I'm not, and many of you know this, I'm not a big fan of open houses. But I'll tell you what, it's a great way to get a lot of people through there. You get all your neighbors through there first. But if you do it right, you can have a ton of buyers through on day one. So, for example, this weekend we went to an open house. It was $1.4 million, day one on the market. She had it 2 weeks prior, and so she did her marketing on it. They did a great job. We showed up at noon when it started, because it was noon to 3. Showed up there. There had to have been 50 people waiting there, all potential buyers. So there was realtors there with their clients, people looking for houses. The marketing was done superb, as it should be. So, sellers, it's more than just putting your house on the market. It's more than just saying, I'm just going to have Zillow buy it, or one of these wholesalers. If a wholesaler is offering you money on your house, any decent realtor can get you probably 20 to 30% more. So, something to kind of think about. But yes, the market is absolutely smoking hot. It is great. So, what do we do right now? We're in the best time of the year. So, we're into October, and we talk about fall parties, Halloween parties, cooking. This is why I love owning a house right now. And you guys feel free to share it with me on social media. Go to Jason Grandon, or go to the Grandon Group on Facebook or Twitter. I think it's the Grandon Group there. Why do you love fall? I got to tell you, I spend most of the year trying to lose weight so I can prepare for October, November, December. We, wife and I, went out and bought some different like powders and stuff like that to mix, like make muffins with. And it is just awesome. It's a time of year you get the pumpkin spice, you get the walnuts, and it's just a great time. And there's nothing more amazing than having your own kitchen to cook out of. Now, I know some people are like, well, I like cooking on gas, and some people like cooking on electric. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't matter. A good cook's a good cook. But right now is a time to get together, and there's nothing better than having your own place, maybe hanging out in the backyard or by the pool, maybe barbecuing a little bit, but having some like fresh baked muffins and stuff like that with that fall taste. This is the best time of the year. So, and then don't forget our Halloween parties. It's a great time of year to have Halloween parties. I know we're just coming out of a pandemic, and most of the people aren't concerned about it. But the ones that are, hey, it's a good time right now. Take some medicine, open up your house, and have a party. I mean, get back into the things that make home ownership great. And that's one of the things that makes home ownership great, is having people over to watch football games or play ping pong or play on a pinball machine or whatever kind of toys you have in the house, and just hanging out and getting acquainted with one another. Enough of this division. Owning a house is the way to go. And it just makes things extra special. Plus, it sets you up for the future. Right now, I've got clients that are unable to save because they don't make enough money. So they own a house, but with their paychecks, they're like, I just can't put that extra money away. And that's understandable. A lot of people are in that position. But use your house as your savings account, which means get a house. It's got equity in it, and then utilize that equity and talk to some different financial advisors about the best way to do that. And I'm telling you, every time you make a payment, it's like putting money in the savings. And if you need some good financial advisors, we've got a couple. We've had some on the show. I've got a really good friend of mine who just came out here from Colorado, and he's one of the top financial advisors for a big company called Baird. And there's, it's all who you know these days. So let us introduce you to some people. I got to tell you, I am really excited about hitting these podcasts again. Usually we're down at the studio and we're mixing the studio with the TV shows, but there's something that's a little more personable when it's just here in the office on a microphone, being able to talk to all of you, because it's great. And then the questions you guys send, we make sure we get them answered and stuff, and there is not a dumb question. Right now is a great time to buy a house. So if you've got questions on it or concerns, call me up on it and stuff. It's really a no-brainer. Plus, the rental market is absolutely ridiculous. So a house last year that was $1,500 is probably rented for about $2,500 now and going up. There's hardly any rentals available in Arizona. They go so fast. It's crazy. And it's just nuts. So if you can, let us put your money into a place to purchase. And quite honestly, if you need to get out of it in a year or two, the way things are going, it's not going to be an issue. So, anyways, Halloween. Get those Halloween decorations up. I know the stores are a little short on stuff, but get over there, get some lights. Our place is decked out. Some of the neighbors are decked out. Halloween's a good time. And some people don't like to call it Halloween. Some want to just call it Fall Fest, which is fine. The fact of the matter is that this is the time of year where everybody starts getting together, and this is the importance of owning a home. This is the number one reason I own a home, is because I love having people I really like and care for come over and just hang out in the comfort of our own home. And we like going to theirs as well. And for those of you listening, call us up. We'll come to yours as well. Hey, also, I want to thank you guys. We get a lot of listeners out of Arizona. We want you to come to Arizona. It is a blast. Right now, I'm in shorts and a T-shirt. I'll put a sweater on probably around 5 o'clock as it cools off a little bit. This place is awesome. If I want to go get snow, which is supposed to start snowing this week, I think there's first snowfall will be up in Flagstaff. It's going to be great. So this is a great place. Everyone's walking at night, walking their dogs. It's just a really great place to be in Maricopa County, Arizona. Also, keep in mind, for those of you that are thinking, I want to move to Arizona, but I want to go to Prescott, Camp Verde, Flagstaff, Williams, the northern part of Arizona, we are open for business. We are full service in Prescott Valley, everything up north. It's beautiful up there. Right now, you can kind of see the leaves changing. It's a totally different feel than an hour south of there. Excuse me. So if you're thinking about moving up north, we've got the places for you. It's a hot market up there. People are moving left and right to Prescott, to those little towns like Mare and Humboldt, Cottonwood. Great places to live, great places to raise family, and it's got just a great atmosphere and really great food. There's some great food places. And then, of course, you got Flagstaff and Williams. Also, one of the things that opens up, they're open all the time, but now it just has more of that feel. They have a reindeer farm up there in Williams, and they also have Arizona, where you drive your cars through a big field, and you can see real wolves and bears, and they actually come up to your car sometimes. So it's great. Anyways, hey, I wanted just to kind of get the first podcast without the videos going today, and just kind of ramble on a little bit about the market, let you guys know where everything's at. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, jason@instantrenters.com, or call us up, 602-312-5610. If we need to introduce you to lenders, let's do it. It's time to buy a house. For those of you looking to sell, let's get rid of it. Let's get you top dollar for it. And then you can consider either renting or purchase in another place. But either way, right now is that time to have that conversation with your family and your loved ones about the future. If you're selling, it might be a good time to pay off everything and just go into the new year debt-free and just kind of be stress-free. Try to buy another house. Try not to invest it in renting. For those of you buying, I'm telling you, it's a hot market. We will get you a house. We've got several people that are buying land to build. So it's up to you, but either way, we'll get you taken care of. Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. Thanks again for joining us on Arizona Real Estate Showcase. Also, check us out at the lockbox.tv. That's our live show. We've got 58 episodes that we recorded, so you'll get to meet all the different people that love Arizona. I highly recommend you watch it. It's kind of a fun show. We start filming again in January, and we've got a new set. We've got new cast. It's going to be a blast. Also, we've got another show coming up for those of you that are interested. It's called In the Zip. And that one is going to be, we're going to go around and we're going to showcase the small businesses, the mom and pops, and the areas. And that show will actually show houses so you can see it. The reason we don't get into too many houses, and this was an email I had a few weeks ago, the reason I don't get into on this show telling you about the houses that are for sale is because by the time I hit record and then put it up on the site, the house is gone. So let us know what you need. If you want a pool, we'll get you one. If you want a 2-story, fine. Single story, fine. You want a little bit of land, great. We can get it all taken care of for you. Horse property and land right now is very popular. Everybody wants a little bit of space. So, and also with everything going on with the schools, we'll keep you posted on that. Again, we don't want to get political, but we are very in tune with what's going on politically and with the schools. And right now there's some riffraff going on, but we will not let that affect your house values. All right, and that'll be another episode. We've had it before. We'll talk about it again. But yes, schools and the crazy school board members directly affect your community and your house. So that's something we'll talk about later. Send me some emails. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed Arizona Real Estate Showcase and the lockbox.tv. Jason Grandon with the Grandon Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. You guys take it easy. Happy fall. We are here, folks. Let's get it rocking and rolling. It's beautiful outside. Look forward to seeing you. We look forward to serving you. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.